What's going on, everybody? I got my Silver Creator Award. I'm super excited. In this video, I want to share with you an unboxing. I'm going to unbox this thing right before your eyes and show you what comes in this little YouTube box when you win this award. I'm going to be sharing with you a few stories. I'm going to share with you how I got here. A few exciting things about the microgreens industry. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of thanks and appreciation to all of you who have been a part of this. And definitely stay tuned because I want to share with you these very important stories, and I want to share my gratitude with you. I want to share with you how important you guys are to me. There's going to be a story in here which a lot of you have not heard yet, and it really describes just how important you all are to me. So stay tuned to this video. This is a big one. I'm sharing a big accomplishment here. 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. So stay tuned to this video. I have a lot to share, and yeah, let's get to it. Look at what I got. Boom, got it. Got something good here. All right, let's open her up. Cut, cut, cut. This happened quick. I thought it was gonna take a little longer to get this bad boy. All right. Should we see what's inside? SocietyAwards.com must be where the awards come from. Nothing too important to me. Little note that I'll read in a second. And boom. My silver award for YouTube for passing 100,000 subscribers. How cool. It's light. Not super light, but oh, that's sick. Silver play button. Badass. I earned this shit. Very exciting. Very cool. Presented to Donny Greens for passing 100,000 subscribers. Ooh, it's so shiny. You could really see yourself in the reflection. Oh, see that? Hello. Hello. All right. What else we got in here? These weird little things. Recognize your team. Share the recognition by allowing your team to purchase a personalized creator award. All right, so I guess you can get copies of your award for your team. That's cool. All right, this is sick. This is awesome. I'm super pumped about this. Let's see what this little note says. Dear, do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th or your 1,000th? Chances are you do, and we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. Your fans may have found you while searching YouTube, learned about you through a friend, or maybe showed up as a recommended video. No matter how they came to your channel, your audience has stayed and their numbers have increased because of you and the community you've built. We're proud to honor your impressive milestone for reaching 100,000 subscribers with the Silver Creator Award. Congratulations. We know that you have many more stories to share with your community, and we know fans can't wait for you to amaze them even more with your commitment and creativity. So keep creating, keep building, and can't wait to see what you'll do next. And we're here to support you along the way. And who knows, when you reach your 1,000,000th subscriber, we may just write you and ask, do you remember your 100,000th subscriber? Yours sincerely, Neil Mohan, YouTube CEO. Wow, my Silver YouTube Creator Award. Can you believe it? I sure can't. I never thought that I was gonna be some social media dude, some big educator online. I never thought that this was ever gonna happen. This just wasn't in my plans. When I started my business 7 years ago, back in 2016, I was only 23 at the time. All I knew was that I wanted to be a farmer because I discovered my passion for agriculture in college. And I always knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but never figured out how to make it happen. And I started my microgreens farm from my parents' basement. Outgrew that space in 9 months. I was net positive, moved into my first urban farm, running out of the old rundown Artie's Deli, which I had fixed up and made my first urban farm. And within a year of being in that space, my microgreens business was doing over $100,000 in revenue, and I was starting my YouTube channel. Now, all of this has really been a combination of luck and hard work. And it's just so cool how this has all come full circle, because I learned the microgreens business from YouTube. And now here I am winning my silver award for YouTube as a YouTube educator. So it really has come full circle, and it's just so exciting. I remember scanning the internet, scanning YouTube videos, like, all right, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do something in agriculture. I need a crop. Like, what's the crop going to be that I'm going to grow? And I was scanning YouTube and the internet for years. I was trying to figure out what that crop was going to be for years. And then finally, the YouTube videos started coming out. You can start a business growing microgreens. And I was like, what? No way. And at the same time, I was learning about sprouts and how you can grow them at home in only 3 to 5 days. I was learning about all the health benefits. And I remember at the time I had this crappy job, but it had to do with my major that I had gotten in college. And I was going into businesses switching out their old fluorescent lighting for new LED lighting in order to save them money on their electric bill. Well, I had saved up $3,000 at the time. I quit that job and I just started buying seeds, buying soil, buying racks, buying trays, and just getting set up in my parents' basement. Now, that was all I knew at the time. All I knew was I wanted to be an entrepreneur and grow food. I never knew I was gonna be this Donny Greens guy and teaching other people how to do it, but my early successes and my unique business model really led to some interesting factors that unfolded. First of all, because I knew about the health benefits of these foods and I wasn't just like in it for the money exclusively, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and I wanted to do something in agriculture. I was learning about the health benefits, and I was originally told to sell to chefs. All right, the YouTube videos were telling me to sell to chefs. And I realized very quickly I didn't want to work with chefs. They were a pain in the butt. And I knew about the health benefits, and business is all about value exchange. So I wanted that money coming in, that was going to be the value that I received, and the value going out, what was I going to give? Well, the value of these crops, in my opinion, were really in the health benefits of these crops, not necessarily in using them as a little garnish on a chef's plate. You know, you have nothing without your health, so why not sell these for health purposes? So that's what I did. I was doing a lot of farmers markets, I was walking into health food stores, and I started my home delivery subscription model, which is really what became the foundation of my whole business model, and really the most sought after business model in the microgreens industry. And it was something that I had created and pioneered at this point, and I don't think a lot of people even realize that to this day. So Nate Dodson was the person I learned from. MicrogreensFarmer.com and Microgreens Farmer YouTube channel. That's where I started learning. Now, he had sent out an email saying, hey, if you buy my course and you sell $3,000 worth of microgreens and you can prove it, I'll refund all your money for the course and I'll interview you. Now, at this point in time, I was already doing $3,000 a month in microgreens from information I had learned from Nate. So I emailed him back right away and I was like, hey, I'm already doing $3,000 a month. Like, do you want to interview me? And he did. That interview went on his YouTube channel and that ended up going viral, and I became really his biggest testimonial and his like star student. Now, because that video went viral and people were starting to learn about me, it was really that resulted in something clicking in my head and realizing like, wow, maybe I should start a YouTube channel and kind of capture some of this initial traction and this initial buzz and attention that I've gotten through Nate's channel. Maybe I should capitalize on that and create my own channel. And that's exactly what I started doing. So I was at the very end of my experience in that first urban farm because I was only there for a year. I was moving into my second farm, which is gonna be big and beautiful with these beams, and it was just a really nice space for filming as well. So I bought a YouTube course. I had already experienced the magic of buying online courses and what they could do for you. You know, buying a $500 course on growing microgreens and selling microgreens turned into $3,000 a month in microgreen sales, right? So I was ready for my next course. So the next one I bought was my YouTube course. I spent $500 on a YouTube course, learned how to do YouTube properly, started that, just followed the simple instructions, and boom, that started working as well. So along with the traction and buying the course, knowing the right information and executing on that information, I now had my microgreens business model, and now I had my YouTube channel set up, which to be honest, I set my YouTube channel up in the beginning to monetize. I had affiliate links from the start and it was making money from the start. But this isn't all about money. This really comes full circle in so many different ways. It's amazing. So first way it comes full circle is I learned microgreens from YouTube, and then here I am winning awards for being a YouTube educator in microgreens. So that's one way it's come full circle. Another way it's come full circle is that here Nate is starting his YouTube channel and teaching people how to do microgreens and creating a passive income source for himself. And I didn't even realize what I was getting into at the time. But then I executed on this plan, and now here I am creating a passive income model for myself via YouTube. So that's another way that it's come full circle for YouTube, for microgreens, and for just entrepreneurship. Now, self-sufficiency is really why I got into entrepreneurship in the first place and why I got into agriculture in the first place. It was self-sufficiency at my core that was driving me forward. I wanted to be self-sufficient. I have memories of being a kid and wanting those gumballs from the gumball machine, and my parents just wouldn't give me those damn quarters, and I wanted the gumballs or whatever prizes were in those machines. It wasn't actually gum I wanted the prizes. And I wanted to be, and I still do, I want to be in full control of my life, of my desires, of my actions. And if I want something, I want to be able to earn it and go get it. I don't want to be having to rely on anybody else to do anything else in my life, which is probably why I'm kind of anti-government and not a big fan of laws and stuff like that. But long story short, this was all birthed out of self-sufficiency. And part of being self-sufficient is generating money. Money is just something that we need to have to make things work in the current day and age. You know, we need money to buy things. We need money to just make our life operate. And the way I view money, by the way, I'm just gonna try to drop a bunch of nuggets in this video. I feel very excited and happy and appreciative. So here's something that's helped me along the way with my money mindset. I'm gonna share two things. First one comes from Grant Cardone, and that is my money mindset, where I want to make as much money as humanly possible because the more money I make, the more people I can help, right? That makes sense. If I bring in more money, I can hire people to make more videos and put more videos out, which helps more people. You know, make more money, help more people. That makes sense. It's also great that I've been able to make money by growing microgreens and selling microgreens, which is an amazing way to make money, helping my local community to be healthy. And I'm doing this as a farmer, really freaking cool. And then two, helping people online on YouTube. Like, I love the way that I've been able to generate income for myself, and I never feel bad about it. Then the second thing I've realized about money, and also it correlates with my degree in sustainable energy, is that money is energy. It's a synthetic man-made energy that we've created to make for very seamless exchange because there's one core currency that you can exchange for everything. Now this definitely has its pluses and minuses, especially when the money's been manipulated, but money is energy, and energy is defined by the ability to do work. So if you want to get stuff done, you got to bring in more money. Now, this whole self-sufficiency thing, money, I was starting to figure out. I had the income coming from the microgreens business. I was starting to get passive income from the YouTube channel. And now one of the ways that this is really coming full circle for me right now is that I was fascinated with living foods, sprouts and microgreens. Before I had the idea of making money, I was more interested in these things for self-sufficiency, just being able to grow your own food so fast and so cheap and such nutrient-dense foods. Like, this was mind-blowing for me. Now, kind of unfortunately, I got off in the direction of business, and I've been doing business hardcore for the past 7 years and just diving into all of the entrepreneurial stuff that was in me, that was just bubbling up and that needed to come out. So in doing that, I kind of lost my way in terms of like growing food for self-sufficiency. But now it's finally coming full circle. Another way it's coming full circle, because now, because I've been able to be a successful entrepreneur and generate some money for myself and be self-sufficient, I'm able to afford the property I'm on, and hopefully I'm able to buy this property, which is where my passion for agriculture originally came, out this window that I'm looking out of. My grandfather's garden when I was a kid was right here out this window. And I used to walk through that garden as a very young boy picking string beans and eating them fresh. And that was my first experience eating fresh food. And I think that had a big impact on me. This is one of my first memories that I have in general. So I really think it had an impact. So, and this is just another way it's coming full circle, is now I'm living on the property that my dad was raised, that my grandfather built this house back in '59 with his own two hands. Was very self-sufficient with his garden and growing a lot of his own food. And now I'm able to live here because of the money that I've generated. Now, this is able to come full circle again because I'm starting to be able to plant peach trees outside and plant blueberry bushes and plant blackberry bushes and grow my own lettuces and okra and strawberries and kale. And I'm starting to do all this outdoor vegetable growing as well, which I think is very important to be, working as closely with nature as possible. But also I'm getting back into my self-sufficiency stuff and really diving into like, all right, what would it take to be self-sufficient? How much food do I have to grow? How do sprouts play a role? How do microgreens play a role? How do baby leaf lettuces play a role? How does fully grown vegetables play a role? Do I need a greenhouse? Can I grow all this stuff inside? So like all these things are really coming full circle, and it's been so amazing for me that not only am I seeing this beautiful full circle things happening in my life, but I know that I've been able to make this happen for myself by helping other people. And that's been so amazing. First off with the microgreens and selling microgreens to the local community, but then second with YouTube, with you here on YouTube, being able to help educate you and teach you what I've learned over the years in my microgreens business. That way I can not only just have this amazing impact here in my local community with my microgreens, but I can now have an impact on your communities because I'm teaching you how to do it, and therefore you'll have an impact on your local community. And then I'm also having an impact on you because you're able to get some of these life-changing aspects happening for you, hopefully in your entrepreneurial careers, that I was able to experience in my entrepreneurial career. So it's all just really cool. And I'll tell you another little story that has to do with my childhood and this stuff really coming full circle and why you are so important for me as my, my audience, my following, and my people and my students and my crew. You guys have really become a second family to me, and you've had impacts on me that you may not know. And I want to share this little story with you because you may not know just how much your little comments impact me on like a soul level and a human level. So we all have traumas growing up, whether they're big or small. I am very thankful to say that my traumas, my childhood traumas, were very low key. They weren't super crazy. I had a very blessed life. My parents were very good parents. But there were some little quirks that they did that resulted in some traumas. So when I was a kid, I was building computers and I was big into gaming, and I could build strong computers for cheaper prices rather than, going to a store and just buying some computer. I had built computers for myself, gaming computers. I had built computers for my friends. I was able to share this value with my friends and build them computers. But for some reason, my parents, when it came time for them to build a computer, they wouldn't let me build them a computer. I guess they were afraid something would go wrong or whatever. So they ended up dragging me to Best Buy, and they made me watch them buy some crappy Lenovo computer from Best Buy, from the sales rep there, that was cheap and crappy, and I could have built them a much better computer for the same price or even a cheaper price. Now, this was impactful on me for whatever reason. I just remember this and the feelings, and I remember this put a chip on my shoulder. But really what happened here was that I had value to bring to the table to give back to my parents who had already brought me so much value, raising me and all that, and being great parents. And now I wanted to give this value back, and this potential energy, this potential value got snuffed out. I wasn't able to give this value to my parents that I wanted to give so bad. So being able to give the value of education and teaching you all here on YouTube, teaching you how to grow microgreens and start your own microgreens business, that's been amazing. And the feedback that I've gotten back in the YouTube comments and the emails and the DMs, it's been tremendous because you guys are giving me direct feedback that the information and the value that I've given out to you has been not only helpful and useful and valuable, but literally life-changing. Some of these emails I've gotten and some of these comments that I've gotten down in these YouTube videos. So long story short, like, you guys are literally filling a gap within me, this childhood trauma, albeit a small childhood trauma compared to some of the stories I've heard. But you guys are filling that gap in me, that childhood trauma in me, and helping me to heal by showing me that the value that I've brought out and that I've shared with you has been well received, and that you've executed on it, which is just like the most important part to all of this, is execution and taking action. And the fact that you guys are not only just learning from me and not just sitting on your couch and watching the videos, but you're actually taking action on it, that's been tremendous for me to hear. And like, now you guys are experiencing some of the life-changing, amazing benefits of growing microgreens and even selling microgreens. You're experiencing some of that, what it can do for you, just the way that it has changed my life in the past. It's been my biggest, most life-changing experience, and decision has been learning to grow and sell microgreens. And now I get to share that with you. And the fact that you guys are appreciating it and learning from it, and most importantly, executing on it, it's been amazing. And you guys have been helping me to heal my childhood traumas, making me feel so appreciated, and just also helping me to create passive income for myself, which has been tremendous. And I think it's all just a win-win-win. I get to help you get information and education. I get you where you need to go faster. The companies that I'm recommending are good companies that have good quality products. And then I'm able to get a kickback a little bit on the backside. It's been amazing. And then now I'm getting into creating some of my own products and some of my own microgreens experiences where I actually get to be there with you, showing you the stuff that I've learned, not only in these YouTube videos where it's kind of just like one topic, but diving deep in these programs that I've been able to put together, and really getting to know you guys and sharing multiple days on Zooms and getting you guys really growing hands-on. And it's been really cool. So thank you. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of this journey. Thank you to those of you who have been watching my YouTube videos, subscribing to my channel, leaving comments, interacting with me. Thank you so much for all of that. I know it takes time out of your day, so I appreciate it big time. And thanks again to those of you who have been purchasing stuff, buying the stuff from my affiliate links, paying for consultations and getting on one-on-one with me and learning one-on-one, knocking down some of those business walls that crop up every once in a while. Got to knock down those walls and keep it moving forward, right? And thanks big time. This year has been really the One Tray Away Challenge has been my big thing this year. So thanks to everybody who has joined that, especially my VIPs who I've been able to get to hang out with 10 days straight live, and we really get to know each other after those 10 days and do a crazy amount of learning. So thanks to you all as well. Just big thank you. Like, this is so cool that I get to hold this award here. Something that I never thought that I would be doing. All I knew back in the day, I wanted to be a farmer and an entrepreneur, and then here I am having the privilege of teaching others how to do what I've learned to do. And not only am I teaching others and having an impact, but I'm winning awards, and it's so cool. And who knows what more will come in the future. Man, so fun, so exciting. And we wouldn't be able to do this without the internet and these social media platforms. So big thanks to you guys. Big thanks to social media and the internet, and YouTube specifically has obviously been my favorite social media platform of all of them. But man, it's been real, guys. Thank you so much for being here along the journey. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your interactions, for your purchases, for everything. Just thank you for everything. And you know, if you're a part of this 100,000 number right here, if you're one of these 100,000, just know that it means the world to me that you've been here along the way, and you've made a big impact on my life, and I've been so grateful to be making an impact on your life. So thank you so much, everybody. There's more to come. I'm gonna get back to making a lot more content, a lot more videos. Alyssa's back with me full-time, and we're gonna be full-time content creators now. Like, we gotta get to this hardcore. Although we passed this 100,000 subscribers, and this is a big accomplishment, this silver award, there's so much more to come. I feel like I've only scratched the surface when it comes to content creation and the value that I could bring to the table to you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for being a part of that 100,000 subscribers, and just being a part of making this all work and making this all move forward. I could not have done this without you. No way. So thanks so much. And you can look forward to a lot more content coming out from me in the future. Much love to everybody. Thanks so much for helping me accomplish this. And I look forward to providing more value and creating more content for you into the future. Much love, everybody. Get out there. Keep on making this world a better place. Keep on growing. Keep on selling. And I will see you again in the future in upcoming videos. Bye, everybody. Whoop, whoop, whoop.